There are some places that feel wrong the moment you step inside, not because of how they look, but because of the feeling they give you. Like the walls are hiding something, like something inside is watching you. I didn't believe in that kind of thing until I moved into apartment 309. It happened 2 years ago. I had just moved to Chicago for work. New city, new job, no friends, no family. Just me and a tiny apartment I could barely afford. The building was old, the kind with flickering hallway lights and pipes that groaned at night. But it was cheap, close to work, and I was desperate. The landlord was strange, though. When he handed me the keys, he paused for a second and said, "If you hear knocking after midnight, ignore it." Then he smiled, like it was a joke. I laughed too. I shouldn't have. The first few nights were normal. Then, the knocking started. 3 slow knocks. Knock, knock, knock. Every night. Exactly at 2:13 a.m. Not on the front door, on the bedroom wall. At first, I thought it was the neighbors. Old buildings make weird sounds. But then, I realized something strange. The wall the knocking came from connected to apartment 310. And according to the landlord, apartment 310 was empty. A week later, I asked one of the tenants about it. The old woman living downstairs stopped smiling the moment I mentioned 310. "A girl died in there." Then she walked away before I could ask anything else. That night, I couldn't sleep. At exactly 2:13 a.m., knock, knock, knock. Closer this time. I grabbed my phone flashlight and pressed my ear against the wall. Silence. Then, I heard breathing. Slow, weak breathing, coming from inside the wall. The next morning, I went to the landlord. He looked nervous immediately. I asked him what happened in apartment 310. He stayed quiet for a long time. Then, finally, he said, "A college girl named Emily used to live there. Quiet, kept to herself. One night, she vanished. No signs of forced entry, no security footage, nothing. But after she disappeared, tenants started complaining about knocking sounds in the walls. Most moved out. Some claimed they saw Emily, standing in the hallway at night, watching. I should have left then, but I didn't, because part of me needed to know the truth. So the next night, I waited. 2:13 a.m. Knock, knock, knock. This time, I knocked back. The apartment went silent. Then, something knocked back from inside my closet. Slowly, I opened it. Nothing inside except darkness. But taped to the back wall was a photograph. Old, dust-covered. A picture of a girl, Emily. And written across the photo, in black marker, were the words, "He still lives here." That's when I heard footsteps in the hallway outside. Heavy, slow, coming toward my apartment. Then stopping, right outside my door. I looked through the peephole. A man was standing there, tall, motionless, wearing the building maintenance uniform. But his face was completely dark, like something was covering it. Then he spoke, softly. "Did she tell you where she is?" I didn't answer. The man stayed there for almost 5 minutes, not moving, not blinking, just standing there. Then suddenly, he smiled and walked away. The next morning, I searched the building records online. There was no maintenance worker matching his description, no employee photo, no records, nothing. But I did find one thing, an article from 1998. A janitor working in the building had been arrested after police discovered human remains hidden inside the maintenance tunnels behind the walls. His last victim was a college student named Emily. Before police could question him, he disappeared. He was never found. I moved out that same day, but sometimes, at exactly 2:13 a.m., I still wake up to the sound of knocking. 3 slow knocks. Knock, knock, knock. And every time, I wonder if Emily is still trapped in those walls, or if something else followed me home. Some buildings hold memories, others hold secrets, and some secrets should never be found.